evening, guys, and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. I hope you are having a fabulous day. Guys, right here on Bubba's Garage, we just got through making the Bubba potatoes on the Blackstone Griddle today. And the thing is, we were talking in our outro about different recipes that we actually make right here on Bubba's Garage. And
to go with them.
I kind of, that veggie mix really stood out in my brain. And I want some veggie mix tonight, so right here on Bubba's Garage, we're going to make some veggie mix.
Yes.
We're gonna make some veggie mix, and this is Bobbie's recipe. So she's gonna tell you a little bit about how this works. This is not Bubba potatoes. This is Bobbie's veggie mix on the Blackstone Griddle, and she's gonna tell you a little bit about how to make this. And I can't wait until it's done because I'm hungry.
All right, this is really simple, guys. I used about roughly a pound of chicken, and I diced them up into bite-sized pieces. And then I used one medium-sized bell pepper, medium-sized onion, and diced those up again into bite-sized pieces. A 16-ounce bag of frozen broccoli, and a 16-ounce can of sweet whole kernel corn that is completely drained. Completely drained. You don't want any water or juices on there because it's going to keep them from searing. And that's actually the first step. I already preheated the griddle, so it has a little bit of oil on it, and I have 2 burners on high, 2 burners are off. And the first step is to sear up and get some really good flavor on those veggies. So I'm going to go ahead and dump all the veggies on there and stir them up and let them get a good, nice char on them. And of course, no recipe is complete on our griddle here in Bubba's Garage without our Bubba seasonings. You can use whatever seasonings you like, whatever your favorite seasonings are. This is kind of more of an Italian-y flavor, so keep that in mind when you choose your seasonings. Alright, so I got our vegetables about where I want them. One key thing to look for is you don't want to overcook your veggies at this point, or else they're going to get mushy in the end product. So what I look for is the onions still have a little white in them. The bell peppers are still kind of a little tough, but they're not completely soft. Now what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to add the chicken. We used our pre-cooked smoked chicken. If you are starting from raw chicken, you can go ahead and cook your chicken first, take it off, dice it up, and then add it to this mix. But we used our smoked chicken for this. Okay, so now I'm going to let that cook for a couple of minutes. You don't want to let it cook too long because otherwise the chicken will start to dry out, but you want to get those flavors started mixing together. So I'm going to let that cook for a couple of minutes, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and slide everything over onto the side of the griddle that is turned off. And I'm going to turn both of the burners on low that are on high right now. So now I'm gonna add a little bit of water, not off to the side on this one. I'm actually gonna put it on the mix so it keeps that chicken nice and moist. And then I'm gonna cover it with the steaming pot and let it steam up for a while. Okay, so they've been simmering for probably about 5 to 10 minutes. I took the lid off, checked them, and the veggies are exactly where I want them. The onions are a good, nice, transparent color, and the bell peppers are a nice, soft green, so that's about where I want them. Now I'm gonna push everything over to the low heat side of the griddle and lay them out flat, and I'm gonna add the last ingredient. The last ingredient is shredded cheese. You can add as much or as little as you want. I add just a very small thin layer, and if anybody wants some extra on their plate, they can put it on their plate, but I just add a nice soft layer like you would put on a pizza. Okay, so now I kind of just let it sit for a minute, literally just a minute, just until all the cheese is melted into the food, and then I take it out and put it into a bowl. It already looks like it's starting to get there. See how it's melting nice into the vegetables?
See, that didn't take long at all, and that's a good thing, because I am hungry, babe. I'm ready to grub.
And it's simple.
It is, and honestly, guys, you can do this every single night of the week, and I know it sounds complicated, and it really isn't. Dice up some veggies, throw a bunch of stuff in there, and let's cook it.
That's right.
I love the veggie mix because, well, I like the veggies. And, yeah, we put in, how many, what, maybe a pound? Maybe a pound of chicken?
Yeah, roughly about a pound of chicken.
Pounded diced chicken. And honestly, right here on Bubba's Garage, we actually cook up that chicken once every 2 weeks on our 44-inch masterpiece. Master-built smoker. Yeah, that thing over there. And honestly, we cook up a lot of chicken on the Master-built smoker. And honestly, what we do is that we actually put in some wood chips and flavor it up a little bit, but we don't overdo it. It's not barbecue, and that is for this exact reason. We don't want to cook the chicken raw. Not that we can't, because we can, but the thing is, it takes a little bit more time. So if you take that chicken, get it set up, freeze it up, you can use it throughout the week, every single day.
So much more convenient. And
it makes things 10 times faster. And just the other night, honestly, we cooked up a couple of chicken breasts on the actual Blackstone Griddle. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it turns out really good.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit more time when you're cooking a little bit more complicated meals like this.
Right.
So guys, I hope you like this video. And in the end, if you try out this video, I'd love to hear about it. This is Bobbie's recipe, not mine.
I'd love to hear what people think. Let me know if you've made it and how it turned out for you.
Leave some comments. And honestly, coming up next, right here on Bubba's Garage, there's a lot of other stuff. And in the end, one of them will be a new griddle recipe right here. So guys, if you like this video, do me a favor, give us a huge, huge, huge thumbs up. And if you really like this video and you want to stick around and find out what happens next, right here on Bubba's Garage, please subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.
Good night.